We're here in this afternoon fall sun now with Dee Leggett, who is our Grateful Studios member who has a dual identity, photographer and jeweler. So Dee, starting with the photography side, just some quick question answers. Do you prefer to photograph flowers or people?
Oh, absolutely flowers. I love everything. I'm an outdoor photographer, so I love all things nature. If a person's in my picture, I do my best to get them out.
Do you prefer macro or long distance?
I do some of both, but I probably do a lot more of the long distance photography just because it gives me opportunities to capture such a variety of things.
Color or black and white?
Oh, absolutely color. I've got to have color. Black and white's fun to play with once in a while, but color.
Yeah. With the snow, somebody is turning up, and it's hard to tell. Is this a black and white picture
right.
or a color picture? Anyway, right. Enough of snow. We don't want to. As a beginning photographer, was there a photographer that inspired you or made you think, if I can do that, I'll have it made?
Well, my biggest inspiration was Ansel Adams, who of course is a black and white photographer, but it was because of all of the dramatic photos that he took in the national parks. I'm a real national park fan, and so that was one of the things that really interested me. I'm also a butterfly lover, and so photographs of that I'd seen of butterflies, I thought, I can do that. I can do those once I learn how to appreciate and understand butterflies better.
So this year we're having a virtual studio tour, so we're all having to adapt a little. What aspect of your art membership would you like to would you have highlighted this year? The jewelry side or the photography side?
Well, I have, of course, photograph enlargements. I have the photo books that I've done in the past that I still have available, and I have greeting cards, photo greeting cards, which is what I started out with here with Great Falls Studios. But this past year and a half, I've really had fun creating with Venetian glass. And the item that I have here today is just a gorgeous piece of Venetian glass with roses and gold and multi-dimensional, and it's just, there's so many options and so many beautiful colors. Back to your question about colors in terms of the photography, and it's been so fun just to find different ways of taking that focus bead and then seeing what I can do to elaborate on it, to expand it, to pick out the particular tones, in this one of blue, of gold, and finding ways to highlight it so that these are items of wearable art that people can enjoy every day. And I know in this time of COVID that a lot of people aren't dressing up and they're not, they're not wearing jewelry, but it's still been really fun to make, and it's, during all of COVID, I've worn a necklace almost every day myself, just because it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel, I go by the mirror in the house and go, oh yeah, I look okay today. And so I would hope that, that others can be able to see that, have that joy and enjoy that beauty that they get to wear as well.
Have you been to Venice?
I have not. I have, about a year or so ago, they had horrible floods in Venice, and many of the Venetian glassmakers' shops were seriously damaged. And then with COVID, many of them have seriously been affected. But I've been happy to be able to help keep their businesses alive by finding and buying some of just the most gorgeous beads that I've ever seen.
Which would you think you're most well known for?
That depends on the particular people who know me. The people who've been with me, from the very beginning, know me from my photographs and my greeting cards, which is what I started with. Others have, as I've gotten in the past few years, gotten involved with not only the Venetian glass, but other types of jewelry making as well, You know, I have some followers who say, let me see your new jewelry pieces. So it just depends on the person. And some, fortunately, like both.
Well, thank you, Dee. It's been fun hearing about that, and we'll look forward to seeing more on the website.
Thank you very much.